Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of 18th of March 1987, and the title is Signs of a True Spiritual Lover. Today, the spiritual beloved has come to meet you souls, his spiritual lovers. It is only at this time in the whole cycle that the meeting of the spiritual beloved and the spiritual lovers takes place. Bapdada is pleased to see each and every soul who is his lover, who has been attracted by the spiritual attraction and has recognized their true beloved and attained him. Seeing you lovers who were lost, the beloved is also happy that you have once again reached your right destination. You cannot find any other beloved who could enable you to have all attainments. Where does the spiritual beloved come to meet his spiritual lovers? Just as you lovers and the beloved are elevated, so too he comes to meet you at the elevated place. What is this place where you are celebrating a meeting? You can call this place by whatever name you want. Generally, what are the best meeting places? They are loved by all. A meeting takes place either in a flower garden or on the shores of an ocean, which you call the beach. So, where are you now sitting? You are sitting on the shores of the ocean of knowledge at a spiritual meeting place. It is a spiritual and godly garden. You have seen all the many other types of garden, but this is a garden where every flower is in more bloom than the others, and each one is giving its fragrance with great beauty. It is on this beach that Bapdada, the beloved, comes to meet his lovers. You have seen those many beaches, but have you ever seen a beach where the different waves of love, power, and many other different waves of the ocean of knowledge constantly refresh you? You like this place, do you not? There is cleanliness and also enjoyment. There is also beauty. There are also just as many attainments. The beloved has created such a special place for the entertainment of you lovers that as soon as you arrive here, within the line boundary of love, you are liberated from many types of effort. You experience the greatest effort of natural remembrance to be very easy. What other efforts are you liberated from? You are liberated from your lokic jobs. You are also liberated from cooking. You receive everything ready-made, do you not? You also experience remembrance to be natural. Your aprons also continue to become full with the jewels of knowledge. You come to such a place where you are liberated from effort and become absorbed in love. Generally, the special sign of love is that two no longer remain two, but the two become merged and become one. This is called merging. Devotees have taken this stage of becoming absorbed in love as becoming merged or united. Those people do not understand the meaning of being lost in love. There is the stage of becoming merged in love, but they have taken that to mean that the identity of the soul is finished for all time. To become merged means to become equal. When you become lost in love while meeting the Father or the spiritual beloved, you experience becoming equal to the Father, that is, of being merged with Him. Devotees have referred to this stage as becoming merged. You become absorbed and you become merged. However, this is the experience of the stage of being lost in love while meeting Him. Do you understand? Therefore, Bap Dada is seeing his lovers. A true lover means one who is a constant lover, a natural lover. You also know the specialties of those who are true lovers. Nevertheless, their main signs are: first sign, to experience all relationships with the one beloved according to the time. The beloved is just one, but you have all relationships with the one. Whatever relationship you want and whatever relationship you need at any particular time, you can experience that relationship by fulfilling the responsibility of love. So, the first sign is the experience of all relationships. Underline the word all, not just a relationship. There are also some mischievous lovers who believe that they have forged a relationship. However, have all relationships been forged? Secondly, are you able to experience that relationship at a time of need? Is your relationship on the basis of knowledge or on the basis of the experience in your heart? Bap Dada is pleased with an honest heart. He is not pleased with those who just have a sharp intellect, but the Comforter of hearts is pleased with their heart. This is why only the heart and the Comforter of hearts know the experience of the heart. The heart, not the head, is the place of merging. The head is the place to merge knowledge, but the heart, not the head, is the place to merge your beloved. The place to merge knowledge is the head, but the place to merge the beloved is the heart. The beloved would only tell you things about his lovers, would he not? Some lovers use their head a lot, but when working with the heart, that labor of the head is halved. Those who do service and have remembrance in their heart labor less and have greater contentment than those who do not have remembrance with love in their heart and who simply remember and do service with their head on the basis of knowledge. They have to labor more and are less content. Even if there is success, the contentment in their heart would be less. They would continue to think, whatever happened was good, but nevertheless, whereas those who work from their heart constantly sing songs of contentment. They sing songs of contentment from their heart, not just songs of contentment in words. True lovers experience all relationships with their heart according to the time. Second sign, a true lover would always have the happiness of attainment in every situation and in every action. One is the experience, and the other is the attainment from that. Some have the experience. Yes, he is my father and also my bridegroom and child, but I am not able to have as much attainment as I want. He is the father, but there isn't the happiness of attainment of the inheritance. Together with that experience, there should also be the experience of the attainments through all relationships. For instance, in the relationship of the father, there should always be the experience of the attainment of the inheritance. There should be the feeling of fullness. Through the Satguru, there should constantly be the experience of a complete and perfect stage and a perfect form through blessings. So the experience of attainment is also essential. That is the experience of relationships, and this is the experience of attainments. Some don't experience all attainments. You are master almighty authorities, but there isn't the attainment of powers at the right time. If there isn't the experience of attainment, then there is also a lack in the attainment. So, together with experience, also become an embodiment of attainment. This is a sign of a true lover. Third sign, the lovers who have the experience and also the attainment through that relationship are always satisfied. They never feel themselves to be souls who are lacking in any situation. So, satisfaction is the specialty of these lovers. Where there is attainment, there is definitely satisfaction. If you are not satisfied, then there is definitely something lacking in your attainment. And where there is no attainment, there is also something missing in the experience of all relationships. So, the three signs are experience, attainment, and satisfaction. A constantly satisfied soul. Whatever the time, the atmosphere, facilities of service, companions in the gathering of service, in every situation and in every activity, always remain satisfied. You are such true lovers, are you not? A satisfied soul will never have any limited desires. If you look, there is a minority of satisfied souls. In one situation or another, there is hunger for respect or fame. Someone who is hungry can never be satisfied. Those whose stomach is always full remain satisfied. So, just as the body is hungry for food, similarly, the mind is hungry for name, fame, salvation, and facilities. This is hunger of the mind. So, just as those who are physically satisfied will always be content, in the same way, those who are satisfied in the mind will always remain content. Contentment is a sign of satisfaction. If a soul is not satisfied, but is hungry physically or in the mind, then no matter how much he receives, even though he receives a great deal, because of not being satisfied, he would always remain dissatisfied. There would be discontentment. Those who are royal become satisfied with just a little. The sign of royal souls is that they will always be full. They would even be satisfied with one chapati or with 36 varieties of food. However, those who are dissatisfied will not be satisfied even if you give them 36 varieties of food because their hunger is in the mind. The sign of a true lover is that he is constantly satisfied. So, check all three signs. Always think about whose lovers you are. You are the lovers of the beloved who is always perfect. So never let go of contentment. You may let go of service, but do not let go of your contentment. The service that makes you discontent is not service. Any service means service that gives you nourishing fruit. So a true lover is one who is beyond all limited desires, one who is always full and equal. Today, Baba is telling you stories of the lovers. You also play many mischievous games. On seeing those, the beloved just smiles. You may play your mischievous games, but understand the beloved to be the beloved and play those games in front of him, not in front of others. You play mischievous games of the different types of limited nature and sanskars. When it comes to my nature, my sanskars, you begin to play those mischievous games. The Father's nature should be my nature. My nature cannot be different from the Father's nature. That is Maya's nature, a nature that belongs to someone else. How can you say that that is your nature? Maya is foreign. She doesn't belong to you. The Father belongs to you. My nature means the Father's nature. It is wrong to say Maya's nature in your nature. The word my puts you in a spin. The lovers also show such mischievous games to the beloved. Whatever is the Father's is mine. In every situation, even on the path of devotion, it is said, whatever I have is yours. Nothing is mine. However, it is, whatever is yours is mine. Whatever is the Father's thought is my thought. In playing your part of service, the Father's nature and sanskars are yours. What will happen through that? The limited mine will become yours. Whatever is yours is mine, and I don't have anything separate. Whatever is different from the Father's is not mine. That is the spin of Maya. Therefore, leave those limited, mischievous games and maintain the spiritual pride. I am yours and you are mine. You may perform spiritually mischievous games of the experience of different relationships, but don't do that. You can also perform spiritually mischievous games in fulfilling a relationship. The mischievous games of love are good. Sometimes experience the loving, mischievous games with the relationship of the friend. Those are then not mischievous games, but uniqueness. Loving, mischievous games are lovely. Just as the little children's mischief is loved by all because they are lovely and pure. Children have cleanliness and purity, whereas when a mature person plays mischievous games, it is considered to be bad. If you must, you may play mischievous games filled with purity and love in different relationships with the Father. The constant hand and company is the sign of the true lover and beloved. Let the company and hand never become separated. Always have the company in the intellect, and there will always be the Father's hand of cooperation in every task. The sign of cooperation with one another is portrayed by one hand in another. So always to be cooperative with the Father is always to remain hand in hand with the Father and always to keep Him in your intellect. The love of the mind and the company of the intellect. To stay in this stage means to stay in the pose of the true lover and beloved. Do you understand? The promise you made was that you will always remain with Him. You didn't promise that you would stay with Him only sometimes. If the attachment of the mind is sometimes with the beloved and not at other times, then that is not constant company, is it? Therefore, maintain the position of true lovers. Let there be the beloved in your vision, in your attitude, and let him be your world. So, this is the happy gathering of the lovers and the beloved. It is a garden and also the shores of the ocean. This is such a wonderful and private beach that you remain private in the midst of thousands. Beach in Hindi, middle. Each one of you experiences having personal love for the beloved. For each one to have a feeling of personal love, that is, being a wonderful beloved and lover. He is just the one beloved, but he belongs to all. Each one has a greater right than that of everyone else. Each one has a right. There is no number to your right, but it becomes number-wise in claiming those rights. Always remain aware that you are walking or sitting in the godly garden, hand in hand and in his company. You are celebrating with pleasure on the spiritual beach by giving him your hand and company. Then you will always remain in pleasure and will always remain happy and full. Acha, the double foreigners are double lucky. It is good that you have arrived here now. Whatever change takes place in the future is the drama. However, you are double lucky that you have arrived here according to the time. Acha, to the eternal lovers who fulfill the responsibility of love, to the spiritual beloved, to those who experience themselves to be full of all attainments, to those who remain satisfied in every stage and in every situation, to those who become full with the treasure of contentment and who make others full, to the true lovers who are in constant company and who constantly give their hand, love, remembrance, and namaste from the heart of the spiritual beloved. Blessing, while seeing the virtues of everyone, may you become an image of virtues by imbibing the Father's virtues in yourself. The children who wear the garland of virtues at the confluence age are the ones who enter the rosary of victory. Therefore, become a holy swan and see everyone's virtues and imbibe the virtues of the one Father. Let this garland of virtues be around everyone's neck. To the extent that you imbibe the Father's virtues, you will have that many garlands around your neck. By turning the beads of the garland of virtues, you also become an image of virtues. As a memorial of this, they show the deities and goddesses with garlands around their neck. Slogan: the stage of a detached observer is the throne of accurate decisions. Om Shanti.